Hello, everyone. We're back for another segment of Eat What You Want. And today I'm so happy because finally I'm going to get some clarification on snacks. So, Amy, what you were saying was we should eat chips, Doritos, and all of that good stuff. Those are good snacks, right?
There's nothing inherently wrong with eating them. I like chips. If I go to a party, I'm gonna put them on my plate. But I like to put other things on the plate too. And this is actually like a very big requested thing that I get from my clients. They always ask me like, what should I eat for a snack? And I find that having snacks readily available for you when you're like leaving, when you're going somewhere, I love to grab like an apple or nuts or a banana, just like something I can just literally grab and go, right? Like I don't really need to do anything to it. And that really helps me while I'm out. If I get famished while I'm out, to maybe like prevent me from stopping to get like a sandwich or a fast food thing, and I can wait until I get home. It'll just hold me over. But I like to kind of make snacks look special and fun. And I like to take a little break from work, away from my computer.
Okay.
Do you eat in front of the computer? I do too sometimes. I'm not going to say that I never do.
I very rarely eat in front of the computer, but what that says is that I don't eat, which is not better, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't snack because I'm like, when I sit in front of the computer, if I get into a bulb, a bubble of inspiration, I'm going to be like on it. Like I could be there from 2 to 8 and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this and I haven't eaten or drank.
Yeah. I hear you. I've been there too.
Yeah.
And snacks are a great way to actually boost productivity. Like our brain sucks up a lot of energy. So even though we're sitting here, like brain power, our brain absorbs a lot of energy from our body, even if we're not moving our body. So I just really love, personally, I like to keep like rice cakes or toast, like on hand. I like to do like peanut butter toast, and I like to make it a little fancy. I put like sliced bananas and seeds and coconut and honey and just make it look like fun, and appetizing.
I've seen your plates and I'm like, what the heck does she put on these things? Like the other day you sent me a picture of a toast and then you had an egg and I think it was hot sauce. Could it be hot sauce?
Yeah, I think this is very good. I like I'm a very flavorful palate, So it's actually peanut butter and raspberry with a fried egg and sriracha on top. So it's a little like sweet, and yes, it's good. I know it doesn't sound good, but you should try it. And it's like sweet and hot and like savory at the same time.
The pandemic is over. I'm gonna come over and you're gonna make me taste all of these things.
Well, you'd asked me something which I thought when I sent you that picture. So I actually ate before that. Like I had a yogurt and I had some nuts and stuff before that. I use frozen fruit in my yogurt and just plain yogurt because it's easy to keep. Frozen fruit is like a great thing to keep on hand because you don't have to wash it, you don't have to cut it. It's like prepared and it's always in your freezer, so you can just like pick it out. You can put them in smoothies, Yeah. Sometimes I'll make a smoothie like when I have a sweet tooth because it is sweet and I get like my vegetables in,
How do you get your vegetables in a smoothie? This is
my fruits and vegetables. I put vegetables in it too.
This just goes to show you the extent of my knowledge on this thing. Smoothie? Yeah. Smoothie's sugary and then you put your vegetable in. Hmm?
Yeah. You can put like zucchini in a smoothie. It's a lot like a banana, like a texture of a banana, but you're going to put fruit in it too. So it like sweetens it up, So, or you can put like spinach or kale, and you're going to put the amount that like is good for you. Some people might put more, you're going to make it, flavor it the way you like it,
It's so funny.
You can add some natural.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's that? I was gonna say you can add some like natural sweeteners to it. So you can add like honey or maple syrup or juice, you know, it just kind of like depends. You can add a protein like peanut butter or chia seeds or Greek yogurt, and you really just make it the way you like. You know, you can make it taste like a pina colada. You could put rum in it too if you wanted. I've done that before and made them. I'm like, this is my smoothie after work smoothie.
Was it after work though? Was it?
Oh, most definitely.
So you like to be creative basically with your snacks.
I also like them to be easy. Like it really doesn't take when the stuff is already frozen and chopped and in my freezer, it really doesn't take that much effort for me to like put it in a blender and just blend it up. Yeah.
So when, because I interrupted your flow, but when you sent me the toast and the egg, it's because you were still hungry.
Yeah. I was still hungry. I was like, I can either go back to work and I'm like, I'm just gonna eat now. I'm gonna eat more. So I made that. But I wanted to eat chips. Chips came in my head. And I was like, you really don't want chips. You just kind of like, they're just kind of there and you saw them and you're like, ooh, chips are fast. That's why I wanted them. And I was like, that really didn't take that much time. Like to fry an egg took like 4 minutes and some toast. You know?
Yeah, there's definitely um a factor of quick, like making it quick and easy, and I think that a lot of the times the chocolate bars and the chips win because of that fact. And one of the things that I remember getting as I only have the French word in my head, as a advice. I'm going to use advice. It wasn't really advice, but a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said was just don't let yourself get starving, like
Mm-hmm.
don't let yourself come to the point where you're starving and all you need, uh, like you just don't want to cook. The first thing you're going to grab is chips or a chocolate bar, so I've been pretty mindful of that. um and so I don't necessarily, I'm like, I was going to say I don't have chips in my house, and then I lowered my eyes and there's a bag of chips right there. So I rarely have chips in my house, and I've actually noticed that they leave a bad taste at the bottom of in the back of my throat. Like I stay with an aftertaste, and so that when I notice this kind of things, I just don't like having them anymore. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, it's interesting. Like I said, when we actually pay attention to how it makes us feel, there's kind of this natural inner guidance that kind of pops in those moments. And it's kind of like, what else is on offer in the house?
well, that
And
was the thing when you sent me that picture. It's funny because that day I had hard-boiled eggs,
mm-hmm,
and it was kind of like I didn't have anything to eat, like for lunch. I didn't have anything for lunch. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna order, some chicken and fries or something like that. And I kind of like had the don't wanna, I had the don't feel like it. And I was like, what else could I eat? And then I boiled the hard boiled eggs, and and I had a cheese, so I had cheese and I had nuts. So I had nuts, cheese, and two eggs. And I saw after that how I was, um like that had fed me. I
yeah.
didn't feel hungry after it. But I also know that that was boring for me.
That's why you got to put some peanut butter and raspberry jelly on
Well,
top.
that's why I wanted to talk to you, because I was like, when you sent that picture and I saw the hot sauce, like I'm not a big hot sauce girl, but and I know that you can do that. Eggs are super versatile, but
Mhm.
like, I eat eggs two ways: hard boiled and over easy with salt. That's it. That's what I do. And I'm like, I need to be more creative with that. Like eggs and hot sauce, really? Like that's good? I'm just like surprised. So I'm gonna be playing with eggs. I got
Yeah.
myself some eggs this week, so I'm gonna see.
I'll send you some recipes.
I've never had an omelet in my life.
What?
Never.
I love omelets. You're gonna make it? They're a
Well,
little tricky to make.
I'm gonna start with eggs and hot sauce. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna
Nice.
do that part.
Hmm.
I'll try that.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'll send you some recipes. I got some stuff for eggs. My husband's gotten really into making eggs, scrambled eggs, because Gordon Ramsay is
Yeah,
the chef.
yeah.
So he has a very specific way to make eggs. And I'm not going to go through the way, but it's very meditative. And my husband's
Okay.
really gotten into this. And we realized we've literally been burning the shit out of our scrambled eggs for years, not cooking them right.
Really?
After we started cooking them Gordon Ramsay's way, we're like, these scrambled eggs are delicious.
Okay, well, that's another thing. I'll try scrambled eggs another time. But I remember going to, and we're kind of like going on a tangent here, but I remember going to a sugar shack. Like, do you have sugar shacks in the States?
No.
No. A sugar shack is a place where they make the maple syrup, but they
Okay.
have parties and they have ham and they have they have the typical sugar shack meals, and so they're gonna have bacon with, they're called I don't even know what they're called in English, but it's a chicken fat, like fried chicken fat of some sort. I don't eat it. um and they do eggs and they do onions, and they had pickled onions. I went there once, ate the pickles onions, and I'm like still craving the pickled onions. But red onions are good, right?
Yeah, red onions are good. Mm-hmm.
Pickled, maybe not.
I love pickled stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry, I was just getting my information here. Well, thank you. So everybody, that was a little bit of a snack conversation, but we're gonna have some more, I'm sure. We've got more episodes coming. Thank you very much for being there, Amy, and keep up doing what you're doing.
All right. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.